Welcome back to a special edition of Ask Jeb, because on this edition, it's Ask Jeb and Jahmie. Jahmie Lynn is one of our top contributors on Sales Gravy University, who focuses on wellness, on mental health, on taking care of your body, self-care, which is super important for salespeople today because we have busy jobs that are full of stress and anxiety. Now, before we get started, I want you to go check out Sales Gravy University, where if you've never taken a course before, you can take one of Jahmie's courses absolutely free by using the code FREECOURSE. Go to learn.salesgravy.com, and experience the most powerful sales training engine on earth for yourself. All right, let's go.
Our first question comes from Angela Mendez, located in Austin, Texas. Hi, Jeb and Jahmie. I'm a high-performing account manager, but I've noticed that when I skip meals or eat on the go, I crash in the afternoon and lose focus. What are your tips for staying mentally sharp and physically energized during long sales days, especially on the road?
Such a good question. I would say that it starts either the day before or the morning of. So not the moment that you lose focus, but actually in the moments that you can prepare. So preparedness is the top key to creating a sustainable habit of healthy snacking throughout the day. Coming to work or keeping snacks in your car that are healthy, that are whole, that are real, not processed, no sugar, and even no caffeine if you can. Having that stuff ready is so key. Snacks like apples and almond butter or walnuts, dried fruit, veggies and hummus, those are all great options. What do you think?
So, because I've been on the road, been a field sales rep, I can just take you back to when I was in that particular role. And just like what you said, I always prepared the night before. So one of the things that I did religiously when I was a field sales rep is I had a cooler. And the night before, I would pack that cooler with snacks and my lunch and everything that I was going to eat. So it kept me from going and eating fast food, which will slow you down and tire you out, especially if you eat like pizza or Mexican, like you're toast for the afternoon if you do that. So what I would do is just start the day by putting my cooler in my car. But the one thing that I'm absolutely religious about, I believe in, and I think this is universal. I'm very opinionated about it, but I think everybody needs to eat breakfast. And honestly, it really doesn't make a difference what you put in your body as long as you eat something. Better if you put something good in your body, but you absolutely should eat breakfast. And you want to eat something that's going to give you a slow burn. So you want to have carbs like, say, oatmeal and brown sugar, or oatmeal and honey, that with some fruit that can keep you going for a while. If you eat protein, and I'm a carnivore, so if you eat protein, protein really matters in the morning. So whether you get that protein through a vegetable or through an animal, depending on what you do. But for example, for me, a couple of hard-boiled eggs and some oatmeal, and I can roll till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock without getting hungry. If I don't have protein, I'm probably going to need to eat earlier than that. And finally, people tease me. We were talking about this earlier in the pre-show because I carry around a bag of apples with me everywhere I go, and I collect apples. But I've found throughout my life that if I get to a place where I'm starting to get hungry, and when you get hungry, you start changing your personality, that if I eat an apple, it just evens everything out. It gives you a nice rush, but it's not like a rush like eating a candy bar. You get some sugar, you get some energy, but again, you get that slow burn that'll get you through some of those tough situations.
One thing I'll add too is having some juices available, like fresh fruit or vegetable juices without added sugar. You can get huge cartons of those at the store and then just like you said, keep it in a cooler, put them in little jars or bottles for the day. But then you can kind of just drink those throughout the day and you won't get too hungry. I think the key is definitely don't wait till the sign of fatigue or of extreme hunger. Try to get ahead of it.
I love that. I totally agree. And I am an offender of loads of caffeine in the morning. Like, hand me an energy drink. And I know that's a detriment to salespeople first thing in the morning as well. So I love it. Our next question comes from Marcus Taylor out of Denver, Colorado. And Jeb, this one's coming to you. I'm juggling a full pipeline and a lot of Zoom meetings, but I've been burning out fast lately. I've heard you both talk about resetting between tasks. What's a realistic way to do that when my calendar is jam-packed?
Especially with Zoom meetings. The experience that I've had spending a lot of time on camera is that being on camera wears me out way faster than being with people in real time. So if you schedule yourself back to back to back to back to back, you're your own worst enemy. So the best way to recover is to have time in between meetings where you can actually recover. I don't really have a formula that's going to solve the problem of you walk into a meeting then you move to the next meeting, then you move to the next meeting, then you move to the next meeting. Just no way you can handle that. And I was just having a conversation last night with one of my trainers on the Sales Gravy team, and we were talking about this scheduling problem. And the trainer said, my own worst enemy. I'm the one that's booking my calendar to the point of breaking, and I need to fix that. And I've done the same thing, and pretty much everybody out there's done the same thing. So what I would say to Marcus is that you got to take control of your calendar, and you got to know what you're capable of. From my own experience recently, where I've hit a wall on overscheduling myself and gotten to the point where I'm not happy doing what I'm doing, I'm taking intentional action and focus on controlling my calendar and saying no to the things that are stealing my energy. And I would suggest that if you took a look and did an audit of all the meetings you've had over, say, the past 30 days, and you went through and looked at it, first question is, how much of this did you do to yourself? How often do you say yes when you probably should have said no? How often did you take on meetings because of FOMO, fear of missing out, when the meeting really was superfluous? And how much of that could you control if you got more intentional about your calendar?
I love what you're saying, and I want to take it a layer deeper because the saying yes when you could have said no, or really filling up your calendar fully, to me comes from the need to prove your value or prove something by being busy all the time and attacking your day. And ultimately, it takes a lot of confidence and self-love and ownership to say, you know what, I'm going to take these 30 minutes for myself because I am the priority. That says a lot, and I think it does wonders. So that would be one thing that I would focus on as well, and I would add to what Jeb's saying. And the other thing that I would add is with Zoom, you can't necessarily get that energetic feedback from people. So if you can connect with real people throughout the day, whether it's a call, but even better in person, just get one human to human connection in, and it will recharge you, refuel you. Absolutely.
Funny, we're talking about the validation through your calendar being full. In the Wall Street Journal, there was an article about college students who were using Google Calendar and packet full of everything, like everything that they do is on Google Calendar. And there was just a one paragraph in there was that a lot of those folks are filling it up just to show other people how busy they are, because that allows them to demonstrate their value to the world. So that's, again, self-inflicted, and it's an ego-based, self-inflicted wound.
No, I like that, and it's something that I've reincorporated into my schedule because I'm similar to Marcus in the burnout with so many meetings. I started intentionally putting a morning and afternoon, like 15-minute break so I can take a quick walk outside, even just in our parking lot, and it's a great reset before I go into those afternoon meetings.
Well, this has been a great conversation. Thank you to our host, Ashley Blount, over here, who read us the questions and added some color. Jahmie Lynn, our contributor on Sales Gravy University, our wellness and health and self-care contributor, who you got to go take her courses. These are the things that will help you center yourself and get yourself ready to perform. And I'm Jeb Blount, the host of the Sales Gravy podcast. And thank you for joining us. And make sure that you go check out Sales Gravy University, learn.salesgravy.com, learn.salesgravy.com, and use the code free course. If you've never taken a course before, you might want to go check out one of Jahmie's courses. You can pick any course you want on the platform with your code, because we know you're going to love it and you'll come back for more. See you next time on the Sales Gravy podcast. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to click like and subscribe so you never miss a single video. And if you want more sales training content, go to learn.salesgravy.com.